Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Well, the time has come to give you a price reveal on what it took to build this cool little vintage tribute to a board track racer. Hey folks, welcome back to Spanky's. Today we're going to do a price reveal on the vintage board track replica. I hope that you've all followed along and watched the series that I did on this. It took a little longer than I thought, but eventually got it done. One more quick tour of the bike and what was done to it. You got the hub mounted rear sprocket, alternator bracket cut down, 3/16 steel rod, 1/4 inch steel rod, came from a hood prop, original rear fender cut down, original seat post welded in, gusseted, moved the seat back. Brooks seat, it's probably about 50 years old. Chain came with the motor. Oil tank, made that. Gas tank, made that. Tuna can. Pedals we talked about, extended crank. I also forgot to put in the motor cover, which we used the cake pans, throttles that all came with the motor. On this side, got a little bit of brass brake line. But all in all, you saw me do most everything to it. Still got a few things left to do to it. They're never finished, right? I initially bought 4 of these vintage Worksman's industrial bicycles for $100. So that leaves me about $25 in the bicycle that I used. The other parts that I bought the front forks off eBay for $100. I bought the chain off Amazon for $12. I bought the Fat Frank's tires and tubes off of Amazon for $80. The motor came off the internet. It's 80cc motorized bike motor. Paid $125 for that. It came with the motorized chain for the bike. The rear hub sprocket, if you saw that I used that, it's a lot more heavier duty than the sprocket that goes on the spokes, plus it looks a lot neater. That was $50. I built the metal gas tank, but I put a poly tank on the inside of it, if you'll watch that video, because I allowed room to put a battery in here in case I was going to go electric with this one. I did not go electric with this one, but I can at a future date if I wanted to put an electric hub on the front. The poly fuel tank was $40 that's inside. The crank, which is a extra wide crank that'll clear the motor, I got that off Amazon for $40. New bearings and grease, $25. That's for both wheels and the headset. The pedals also came off of Amazon, $30. Miscellaneous paint, screws, bolts, nuts, hardware, $20. Tuna can, air cleaner, priceless. Didn't pay anything for that. So with all the miscellaneous bits and pieces, I came up with $537 total money spent, but I forgot to put the seat on there, and that was about $30 off eBay. So still around $5 $70 total for everything. So with all of that all in, I've got a standing offer if I wanted to sell this bike right now for $2,700. I didn't take the offer because I want to ride it, enjoy it, put a lot of time and money in it. They bring more money than that, being honest with you. If you look around, the ones that are highly detailed and got a lot of character to them, you can build them and not do all the details that I did to them and sell them and make a good profit. But in all honesty, I probably have about 5 Saturdays on this bike, and not a whole day at that. A couple hours every Saturday morning for about 5 weeks. Maybe throw an extra night in there. So I've probably got about 20 to 30 hours in this bike. And if I could clear $2,000 off of it, that would be a pretty good payday, you know, for the hours that I spent on it. I wouldn't be upset with that. So let's take this thing outside and see what it's going to do. Get your helmets and let's go.
This is my first ride. All right, here we go, first ride.
Wow, all I can say is that was fun. I really enjoyed the project. It was worth every bit of the time and the money I spent on it, and I learned a lot, and I hope you did too. There's still some more to go. I still need to do some final adjustments on the carburetor and the clutch, and use some Loctite on some very important bolts and screws. This I learned from experience after I tried to go around the block in it. I had a walk of shame because some bolts backed out and I didn't have any tools with me. And I carried you guys along with me, but the GoPro battery died before I even left the driveway. So we're gonna try that again. So if you're interested in this project, I feel like you guys need to get out and make you one. If you're not interested in it and you just wanted to watch, I sure appreciate you coming along with me. So with that said, thanks for watching. Now get out in the garage and go build something. Till next time, see ya.